It is no longer news that you don't need high-end cameras to make a great video, because it is not about the tool, it's about the creative. Hi and welcome to Create with Christian. If you are new here, kindly hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and share. Thank you. Now, when I say you don't need a high-end camera, am I saying that using a high-end camera is a waste of time? No. It's just that if you give a beginner a great camera and you give a pro a very bad camera, the pro will produce better results than the beginner because knowledge is involved, experience is involved. I started making skits in the year 2018 and I started with Techno WX3, then Techno Y2. Then in 2019, I moved to Huawei Y5 and then ITLA 55 and now Techno Pop 7 Pro. Yes, I've used phone X, I've used Samsung, I've used cameras, DSLRs as well in making short films. But I could grow over time because I learned the basics, the knowledge behind how these things work. What you need first is actually knowledge before you go buy a very big camera that you can't handle. Why not start with your smartphone and understand the basics? Now, how do you turn your smartphone into a camera? Number one, get a third party camera app. From Open Camera to Blackmagic to Filmic Pro, Pro Cam, uh, and a lot of them like that. Just get one that works for you and you start learning how to use it. So for me, I'm using Open Camera app. It's very easy to use, user friendly. Anybody can just grab it and work with it. So work with me. Now let's talk about light. The beauty of your video is the beauty of your video and your set design, whatever you put in the frame will be made or marred with your lighting. Okay, so if you don't have good light, if you don't have enough light, your videos will be very bad. Now you can either use studio lights or you use the natural light. I'll be making a talking head video in 3 scenarios. So in this scenario, I have the tripod holding my phone, I have this light standing here, and I have that one at the back. Now there's 3 point lighting and all that, but I've learned single point lighting, which I'm using, and this one is just to help my background. Is it really helping? Anyway, so if you've got studio light at your disposal, there's a 3 point lighting. The image is being displayed right now, where you have a key light, a backlight, and a field light. All right. But in a case where you only have one light, then you can just make use of this and with the right positioning, 45 degrees to your face. If you're making a talking head video, of course, 45 degrees to your face and it'll be cool. Like for sound, I have my wireless K9 microphone, Bluetooth mic here, capturing my sound perfectly. Okay, so now I'm recording with earpiece and natural light, and this is 5 p.m. after 5 thereabout, and I'm using my window, the lights coming from my window to make this video, and it's a bit okay, I think. Let me check from the glasses, so at least you can see my face and my voice is clear, even though the limitation with this is you can hear the bike passing, maybe, but then it's still good. It captures my voice. This is without earpiece, with nothing. I'm exposed to everything that wants to happen, and like I said earlier, ensure that you shh when they are shouting. All right, so just test your audio and see what's up. Now, if I can go outside right now and it will be much better, but I don't want to because of activities. Noise is not only in sound, noise is also in visuals. When there are too many unnecessary movements happening, too many people going back and forth, so that's not going to be good for your video. But anyway, you know what is good for you. Like, look around, pick the best location, pick the best sound necessary. If the area is noisy and you can't control it, then control how you speak, or just find the better time to make your video. Thank you so much. For lighting, don't just let's check out some scenarios now. Please work with me. This is this is me tilting down the light to 45 degrees to my face, and the light is coming from the top. I had to use this as a diffuser so that you see it's burning. Okay, so let's cover it back. I just had to show you that. And there are some instances where you may not have the luxury of diffusing, so just reduce the intensity. And the essence of diffusing is to have soft light, and by soft light, the light will not be too harsh on you, it will not be too harsh on your background, your shadow will not be too hard. But there are some instances you will need that, so just as the case requires. Now, why is this thing refusing to turn? Now, it will be very wrong if you just point the light directly to your face. Thank God for ring light, which is a very soft light that can allow you put your phone and just talk straight. It's very beautiful. So if you can get a ring light for a talking head video, then you may not really need too much of this. But if you are looking for more, then please follow me. So if you can't get a ring light, or if you don't want a ring light and you want this kind of light, studio lights and the lights, so your light should be coming from the top, not bouncing on your face directly. The one that will bounce on your face directly, depending on the scenario, will be a fill light, maybe to fill up a dark area also. To be very minimal, not shiny on your face. Okay. Now this I have just this light, my key light standing on the tripod, and please come closer. Look at my backlight. I'm using the woman's back to hang it on the whatever. So this is the original stuff. But because I need a kind of depth of field, I had to use this one to make it yellow. It's not really showing in the general video at the end of the day, but at least it's giving it a kind of hue and whatever. So just be creative, do you, be you, by getting there. Okay. Now I know I'm not talking about a lot of things like sets, location, and the likes. All these we will still get into them, but let's get light first, because I see people starting out making good videos, but what they need is just light. After getting your light and stuff, lighting everywhere is beautiful. You still need to control some stuff on your camera. Now, please borrow me the phone. Now let's use the open camera app for example. Now, okay, let me come to the back of this one so that we'll see it together. All right, so this is the open camera app. This is Samsung A05. Looking beautiful, right? Sorry, I'm behind the camera right now because I have to show you this. In the setting here, come to this setting here, go to processing. Okay, first come to camera API. Make sure it's in camera 2 API so that you have all the features of a DSLR, quote and unquote, on your smartphone. Then come to processing, remove noise reduction. Make sure it's on off so that your videos will look good to some extent. I think that's the only one I can offer for now. All right, so go back. Now, for your lighting, you can come here because this one is on auto exposure. If you can, so you can just reduce or increase. Now, if I increase this, you see that it's too bright. If you shoot this way, and let me put my hand inside, you see how it's burning. It's clear on this camera, it's beautiful here, but here, look at it, it's burning. That is what they call overexposure. All right. Now, when the light, when you bring it down and it's not enough, it is underexposed. It's darker than normal. All right. So you don't want that. So you just work on your dialing. Now you don't have to worry about a lot of technical stuff for now, since we are just making. All right. So you can put it in 0, but this is what I usually do. When I put my hand in the light, I touch the screen to focus, and when I see that I'm okay with the level of exposure I'm seeing, I lock the exposure here. Now, it is very important when you're using a phone to record videos to lock your exposure. You can use this dial actually. So I think it's looking good now. Yeah, so I just lock the exposure. And yes, as I was saying, it's important to lock the exposure so that when you are moving, the light does not change. But if I don't lock it, you see, it's getting bright, getting dark. Can you see how it's doing? Can you see it? And that is not good for your video. It is not good for your video. Okay, I'm recording this as well. Nice. Okay, now, so we come to your setting as well. You can set your white balance to, I prefer, since it's in auto mode, just pick any of these that works for you. I like shade. If you put it on auto, it will also be changing color per time. So I don't like it. We want stability in your video and all that. So then your focus, you can put it on autofocus if you want and the like, so that you don't have too much problem in your edits. Okay, so ensure you lock the exposure. Now let me come back to what I was saying. Now I hope you got that part. Lock your exposure. It is important for smartphone because the sensor is weak. It won't sustain you for long. It will be changing and changing and changing. Now, and that is also why we use lights and don't always trust natural lights, because the sun goes up, the sun comes down. I want everything to be under control, and it is important that whatever happens in your video is at least controlled. Yes. And then when you get to your camera app, ensure to make sure the settings are working fine. And most importantly, why did I not talk about this earlier? Don't use front camera if it's for selfies or maybe for chatting, Snapchatting, video chatting, okay? But don't use it to make video content. Remember, use the best camera available to you. If you can't get the high end, use the best one available. And the best one for your smartphone is the one at the back. It has better sensors, bigger sensors, and it is better to use it. But I can't see myself. I can't see myself. You can see what I am doing right there. I was using glass, broken mirror to check for my face, to check for whatever. And if you can get somebody to stay at the back of the camera to help you monitor, very fine and beautiful. Okay, so don't limit yourself. And if you have a big mirror, put it in front, be looking at the stuff inside, so that you can adjust yourself very well and you'll be okay. Don't use front camera because it will even confuse you. You will be wanting to look at your face instead of you looking at the camera, and so your eyes will be somewhere else. You won't be talking to your audience, you'll be talking to yourself in the camera. Have you noticed that? So it's not always very beautiful when you're talking to people and you're not looking at them, especially when you're on the camera. You can look away sometimes, but look at your people. Please connect with us. We want to see you. We want to see you. Okay, you're not a Russian man. Anyway, bam. That's that for that. And for sound, we need no noise. It is your voice we want to hear, because we still have to add music later and the like. So we want your audio to be as clean as possible. So please, if you really want to do that video, get the best sound equipment you can get. Now that's not for filmmakers. I'm just talking to content creators, basically talking at video makers. All right, we love your message. I mean, we want to hear you. We want to hear you speak to us, but we need to hear you loud and clear, not interfered by people outside or by things around. So I'll be looking out for your comments if you have any questions, and if you really like this video, let it reflect in the comments as well. Hit the subscribe button, recommend this to a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend. So go and create, and let's see you grow together. Thank you.